guys, how's it going? It's Ultimus, and we're getting back into the swing of things, back into PvP arenas. This time I'm going to be bringing you some 2v2s with some commentary, going over my thoughts on the matches, as I am shaking off the rust and getting back into arena. I'm completely disappointed and kind of bummed in myself and just the way things have worked out to where unfortunately arenas and WoW PvP have not been able to be made a priority right now. I've been able to cap points and get Ashran in each week, but that's about it. And so I'm barely hanging on doing bare minimum this season for PvP, which I suppose is okay to keep my character geared. It's just not where I want to be because it's not getting me better as a player, and it's really not as fun because I feel like literally the past few weeks have been literally capping points at the last minute every Monday night going into the season. But anyways, I got a guildie to help me out capping points this time around, and as you can see, we were just laying into the hunter. It was pretty much our strategy, not too much fancy about it. I'm not going to bother chasing the rogue around. We just want to kill that hunter simply because of the range factor. The hunter is going to do more damage in the long run if we let him sit over there and free cast rather than the rogue. So we pretty much sat the hunter, tried to cycle and time our cooldowns and our CC properly. I was doing a very poor job of that. Like I said, I'm dusting off all this rust. Sitting on this rogue now, not wanting to die, so luckily I was able to save my die by the sword for this end of the fight and kind of get away just a little bit. But I mean, with Frostmage CC, once he got locked in that there wasn't too much he could do about it, he manages to escape. And I'm trying not to just go off running because I don't want to get too far away from my mage or line of sight, simply because I was so low health, and I know rogues, once they get that re-stealth, they can open up on you pretty hard, and that could be the end of the match. But we ended up securing that victory, and we're going to go ahead and move on to this next match with a Hunter and a Resto Druid. The plan here was to blast the Resto Druid so hard he regretted ever logging into that character that night. And that's just about what we did. As you can see here, though, unfortunately, we overlapped some CC pretty hard on this one, on that Hunter, so he got free a little earlier than we wanted to. But between the charges and the lockdowns, this Resto Druid is not having much of a chance at all to get away and do anything about it, especially once he gets in execute range and we get that nice 162k crit on there. Normal double DPS doesn't work very well for warriors, especially when you're playing arms. Eventually, I basically swapped over to playing Fury for a lot of the 2's matches I've been playing since this bout, and it's just worked out a lot better. Fury tends to be a lot more viable and reliable for 2's above arms, simply because of the rate of attack. The burst is a little bit harder, the single target damage is there, and I feel like it's easier to keep yourself alive as Fury, whereas arms is very dependent on healers and peels. So arms can work, but it's not the most reliable, that's for sure. So in this match, we're up against basically a Walking Dead cleave without the healer. So this comp we already know works very well together. Our big idea is to kill the Death Knight first, and at this point, just knowing the amount of pressure that's going into me, I'm trying to just make sure my time is effective, and I'm trying to pump out as much cleave damage as I can between keeping sweeping strikes up, Whirlwind, Bladestorm, all of it. The Death Knight is able to go down here, and I'm going into defensive mode hardcore because I know this monk can do damage. Super geared or not, it doesn't matter. So I'm trying to be smart and play the pillar game, but the monk was unfortunately one step ahead of me and got behind that pillar as well. That monk wants me dead, and if you look here, I go down right before Stormbolt goes off cooldown. I'm about to drop it and I die. And I mean, I could have saved my cooldowns a little bit better, especially defensive ones. I overlapped, I believe, my rallying cry and my die by the sword, if I'm not mistaken, on that match, which I believe did cost me the match on my own, but we ended up winning, so we got the point, so I can't be too upset, I suppose. Or it's always a bummer when I end up going down before the match is over. This one, don't even know what to call this one aside from the fact that it's scary. That's just a lot of damage. Shadow Priests do a lot of damage right now, Boomies do a lot of damage right now, and so I'm terrified. If I was smart, I would have remembered to go into defensive stance, but I'm not smart, so I didn't. So our goal, our target is the Shadow Priest. He's the easiest kill. And so we're going to try to sit on him the best we can. I'm trying to line of sight the Boomy just a little bit there. I'm seeing the Boomy's getting really low, though, so I'm swapping over the Boomy hard here. Not going to chase him, though. That's the thing. I don't want to just chase him and get all the way over into the corner. Swapping to defensives, hoping to get some type of heals off. That Shadow Priest goes down just from all the damage. Beautiful. Get the rallying cry or the victory rush off, I'm sorry. Just trying to keep myself alive against this Boomkin. And it is a race against the clock here because I am going down fast. and tons of damage, and just there's the execute, and it's over. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This one's a little bit short because I got a few more matches I'm going to get up and going for you guys to drop in the future, probably over the next couple days. But I want to get back into the habit of getting these videos rolling, maybe alongside with some of the Legion coverage, as we're still going over the artifact weapons and talents. So, alright guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.